everyone! Today we're going to discuss the evolution of Spider-Man in all his movie and TV series appearances from 1977 to 2024. If you liked the video, be sure to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss out on any future content regarding your favorite movies. Without further ado, let's get started. The Amazing Spider-Man is a 1977 superhero movie that premiered on CBS and was launched theatrically in other regions. E.W. Swackhammer directed the movie, which was written by Alvin Boritz and featured Nicholas Hammond as the main protagonist. It is Columbia Pictures' first Spider-Man motion picture. It is based on the story of Peter Parker, who is performed by Nicholas Hammond, who is a freelance journalist for the Daily Bugle and is stung by an irradiated spider and learns he's acquired superhuman powers, such as remarkable strength, flexibility, and the skill to move up roofs and walls. When a shadowy guru uses psychic powers to rob banks, Peter converts into the dressed protagonist Spider-Man to thwart the crook's evil agenda. The guru then proclaims that he will brainwash 10 citizens at random into attempting suicide except if the public pays him $50 million, culminating in the Daily Bugle header, "Are you one of the 10 people?" The risk increases when Peter Parker and his companion Judy are caught by the guru's men and intrigued into becoming two of the people who would also jump from the Empire State Building. With fortune, Peter is able to break away from the trance. Spider-Man Strikes Back is a 1978 sequel to The Amazing Spider-Man, the 1977 superhero movie. It was directed and written by Ron Satloff, and it stars Nicholas Hammond as the main protagonist. Peter Parker's peers procure pretty unstable nuclear materials, which are vital aspects of the invention of an atomic bomb. As the cops highly doubt Parker of the robbery and Spider-Man pursues, Gail Hoffman, an inquisitive journalist, is keen to consult the city's disguised guard. Meanwhile, Mr. White, the brutal businessman and crime boss, is hell-bent on attempting to steal the plutonium required to build a tragic nuclear weapon. The crazed villain is now threatening to destroy the Trade Center. Spider-Man: The Dragon's Challenge is a superhero movie that debuted in theaters on May 9, 1981. Don McDougall directed the movie, which was authored by Lionel E. Siegel and featured Nicholas Hammond as the main protagonist. It's the follow-up to Spider-Man 1977 and Spider-Man Strikes Back 1978. Min Lo Chan, the Chinese Minister of Industrial Growth and a former classmate of J. Jonah Jameson, runs away to Hong Kong to pursue assistance from the United States after becoming wrongfully charged with treason and spying during World War II. To help him prove his innocence, Jameson appoints the help and support of Peter Parker, ignorant of the fact that the unprincipled and risky businessperson, Zyder, is inclined to use powerful strategies to guarantee his firm obtains a multi-billion-dollar agreement with China. Spider-Man: The Animated Series is an American superhero cartoon television show predicated on the popular Marvel Comics action hero. From November 19, 1994 to January 31, 1998, the show premiered on the Fox Kids Network for 5 seasons and 65 episodes. Marvel Films Animation developed the TV show, which was reimagined by Tokyo Movie Shinsha. The show revolves around the life of the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, who lives up in this cult favorite, bringing legendary storylines such as the Symbiote Saga and Secret Wars to life. Saban Entertainment's Spider-Man Unlimited is an animated series based on the Marvel comic book character Spider-Man. Unlimited made its debut in 1999, but it was completely overshadowed by Pokémon and the newly launched Digimon, and was canceled only after a few episodes. Fox Kids later broadcasted the TV series again from 2000 to 2001, airing 13 episodes, the final of which concluded on a cliffhanger. Spider-Man is a superhero movie centered on the same-named Marvel Comics hero. It is the first chapter in the story in Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, directed by Sam Raimi from an original screenplay by David Koepp and featuring Tobey Maguire as the main protagonist. The movie depicts the backstory of Spider-Man and his initial superhero career and life. After becoming bitten by a genetically manipulated spider, introvert teenager Peter Parker acquires spider-like superhuman powers and embraces a disguised personality to prevent crimes and oppression in New York City, within which he comes into contact with the villainous Green Goblin. Another television show adaptation, Spider-Man: The New Animated Series, was developed by Mainframe Entertainment for Sony Pictures Television and televised on MTV in 2003. It showcased protagonists and was consistent with the 2002 Spider-Man movie, as well as Michael Clark Duncan bringing back his role as the Kingpin from the 2003 Daredevil movie version. The TV series only seemed to last 1 season, which comprised 13 episodes. Neil Patrick Harris recorded the voice of Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 is the second edition of Raimi's Spider-Man series and the spin-off to Spider-Man 2002, featuring Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, and James Franco. It is premised on the completely fictitious Marvel Comics superhero of the same name, Set 2 years following the occurrences of Spider-Man, the film uncovers Peter Parker trying to battle Dr. Octo Octavius to avert him from revisiting the destructive testing that caused his wife's death and left him biologically complexed to robotic tendrils, while also trying to deal with an identity crisis between his twin personalities that seem to be swindling him of his capabilities. Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy concludes with Spider-Man 3. Tobey Maguire plays Peter Parker in the film. Cliff Robertson renders his final movie appearance before stepping down and passing away in 2011. The movie is slated within a year of the happenings of Spider-Man 2 and pursues Peter Parker as he gears up for his coming years with Mary Jane, while confronted with new villains like Sandman, Harry Osborn, and Eddie Brock. Peter also confronts his greatest challenge when he pairs with an interplanetary symbiote, which enhances his skills and abilities while exacerbating his anguish and other negative behaviors. The Amazing Spider-Man is an action hero film about the Marvel comic book character Spider-Man, bearing the same name as the character's lengthiest comic book series. It is the fourth cinematic Spider-Man movie directed by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Entertainment, and the debut of 2 The Amazing Spider-Man movies. It is a relaunch of the series that follows Sam Raimi's 2002 to 2007 Spider-Man trilogy. Mark Webb produced the film and featured Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. After being bitten by a genetically manipulated spider, Parker gains innate spider-like powers and sets out to safeguard the city from the lizard's ploys. The Amazing Spider-Man 2: Rise of Electro, also known as The Amazing Spider-Man 2, is a superhero movie based on the Marvel superhero Spider-Man. Mark Webb created the film, which was developed by Avi Arad and Matt Tolmach. It is the 5th and last cinematic Spider-Man movie made by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Entertainment, the spin-off to The Amazing Spider-Man 2012, and the final episode in the Amazing Spider-Man series. Andrew Garfield performs Peter Parker, who attempts to safeguard Gwen Stacy while exploring his parents' deaths, as well as engaging with the new villain Electro and the return of his lifelong friend Harry Osborn, who is facing death due to a fatal genetic disorder. Spider-Man: Homecoming is a 2017 American superhero movie co-produced by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Studios and released by Sony Pictures. It is based on the Marvel Comics character Spider-Man. It is the second spin-off of Spider-Man and the 16th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. Tom Holland performs Peter Parker, who is facing issues in high school and also being Spider-Man, whilst also facing the Vulture. Spider-Man: Far From Home 2019 and Spider-Man: No Way Home 2021 are the 2 sequels. Sony and Marvel Studios are developing a brand new live-action movie series. Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse is a computer-animated action hero film starring Miles Morales as Spider-Man from Marvel Comics. Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation produced it in collaborative efforts with Marvel Entertainment. It is the first cartoon Spider-Man movie, as well as the only first to showcase a black Spider-Man. It features Shameik Moore as Morales and is directed by Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rothman from a film script by Phil Lord and Rothman. The story of the film pursues Miles Morales as he transforms into the new Spider-Man and collaborates with other Spider-People from distinct multiple worlds to redeem his world from Kingpin. Spider-Man: Far From Home is a movie premised on the Marvel comic superhero Spider-Man that was co-produced by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Studios and launched by Sony Pictures Releasing. It is the 23rd movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the spin-off to Spider-Man: Homecoming 2017. John Watts directed the movie, which was written by Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, and went on to star Tom Holland as Peter Parker. Parker is enlisted by Nick Fury and Mysterio to confront the Elementals during an educational trip to Europe in the movie. Spider-Man: No Way Home is a superhero film based on the comics character Spider-Man. It was co-produced by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Studios, and it was launched by Sony Pictures Releasing. It is the 27th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the spin-off to Spider-Man: Homecoming 2017 and Spider-Man: Far From Home 2019. John Watts produced the film, which was authored by Chris McKenna and Eric Summers. It features Tom Holland as Peter Parker, who requests Dr. Stephen Strange to use wizardry to keep his identity hidden as Spider-Man after it was disclosed at the end of Far From Home. When the enchantment screws up, the multiverse comes crashing down, allowing foreign tourists from other realms to access Parker's world. Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse is a forthcoming computer-animated comic book hero movie featuring Miles Morales from Marvel Comics. Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation are developing it in collaborative efforts with Marvel. It is a follow-up to Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse 2018 and is established in a collective multiverse of different realities known as the Spider-Verse. It is spread by Sony Pictures Releasing. Shameik Moore performs Miles, who sets sail on a multiverse journey with a new squad of Spider-People. Spider-Man Freshman Year is a forthcoming animated American web television show focused on the same-name Marvel Comics hero. is the 27th television show in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the 3rd cartoon series. Marvel Studios is developing the sequence, which will be accessible on Disney+. The cartoon show follows Peter Parker on his path towards becoming Spider-Man in the MCU, with an unparalleled adventure and an aesthetic that refers to the character's initial comic book heritage. Spider-Man's sophomore year, a spin-off sequence, is also in the works. That's it for today. What is your favorite Spider-Man movie or TV show during the years? And what are your expectations of the upcoming Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to leave us a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more content on the biggest upcoming blockbusters. Until next time,